Yo guys, welcome to the video. This is Josh or Milky, and in today's video I'm going to talk all about Crucible Trees. I'm going to talk about my findings so far in terms of how you can use them to make good trees. Now I'll show you an example of some trees that I have made, just so you know I'm not talking complete nonsense. I could have just got lucky. Maybe I am still just waffling. We'll find out, I guess. But so far this is what I've made. We have a T5 lightning damage. T5 for whatever reason for Crucible mods is good. Not T1, so we have max rank lightning damage, let's call it that. Max rank attack speed, max rank dex, and then percent dex and int. For an Omni build, this is obviously an insane claw. There's nothing I'd really want in tier 5 other than Rampage, but none of them exist. So we don't have that. And then another one I made was the cold damage, max rank cold damage. Accuracy, I actually bricked this accuracy. This was max rank attack speed. And then we have explicit elemental damage modifiers and percent strength and dex. So again, a really good Omni elemental claw. Now, how did I do this? Well, I've been employing some methods that I kind of figured out. And the one thing you can control about the tree, or control, it's not 100% guaranteed, is that a mod you have selected, so an orange modifier, is less likely to be replaced when you use it in the Crucible Forge. The Crucible Forge is found in an igneous geode that you can complete. At the end of it, you combine two items. The top item is consumed and the trees are merged together. Now, the position of the modifiers on the trees is actually very important. This mod, if I was to combine it with another tree, it would still maintain this position. It would still be in position 2 along, 1 up. It would always keep that position. So what you would do, you would find an item with the first mod that you want, you would lock it in so it's less likely to be removed, and then you would attempt to add the second mod. So if I wanted it to be in position 2, 1 up, you'd have to go to the trade house. You'd have to find the mod that you want, or obviously you could farm them or just cook stuff you want until you find a good position 2 mod. In this case, attack speed, for example. So if I was to purchase this item and come back, I would have to scour off this lightning damage because I wouldn't want it. I want to keep my cold. Scour off the lightning damage so it's more likely to be removed. And then the attack speed, I'm not sure of the odds yet. I'm guessing it's 50-50. 50-50 chance for the attack speed to be added here. So we would have cold damage and attack speed. And then we would move on to 3. So at this point, you would have to go into a map, run to the pylon, charge it up, and fill in these two. So these are both orange, because then they are less likely to be removed, which we've learned. The next one can be in 2 positions. Again, mods maintain their position when they are transferred to a tree. They're the same branch to the same mod. They will be in the same position. So we have 2 options to be connected to this node right here, which is top position 3 and middle position 3. So you would have to come to the trade house, you would find your search, look for a mod you need. So we need position 3, either top or middle. And here we go. Percent dex, percent int. This is good for Omni. You would purchase this item, you would go to the Crucible, and you would slam them together. So you would have to scour these off. So you're more likely to keep your previous 2 good mods, and then you pray for the dex and int. So there you go. At this point, you will have a 3-stat claw, hopefully, a 3-stat tree. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. You're just less likely to remove these mods. I don't know the percentages yet. I'm working on it. You have to bear with me. I just wanted to get this out so there's something people can work towards, because I kind of feel like this is working out for me, and I think that people maybe want to know how the Crucible Forge works a little bit better. And then you would go to position 4. So let's look at position 4. In this case, we have cold damage. We mentioned we put attack speed here. We have percent dex, percent int here in this example. And then so we have position 4 along, and we have either of the 2 middle nodes. So we need a connected mod that we would like to keep. So we could come and try and find one. Are there any available? Is the question. We have percent strength and percent int. It's not. So we could get this. This is 4 along, and it's one of the middle modifiers. It is actually the one above. So it would go here. So you would go into a map. You would run to the altar. You would farm it up with enough XP to select your 3 modifiers, which would be these 3 right here, and you would slam it on. Now, is this the way this is meant to be done? I don't know. It's the way I've been doing it. It is not 100% guaranteed. It's kind of tedious. It requires a few geodes. They are quite cheap right now, but I imagine they will go up. If this is how it's meant to be done, it's quite straightforward, right? You just keep doing it until you get the one you want. You have to keep buying the mods in the positions you want, and you keep slamming them together. It's quite straightforward, but it requires a lot of geodes and a lot of the mods if you brick any of the earlier ones. Because if I was to do this and I brick position 1, if I get a bad position 1, I have to start again. So you would have to go and you have to do it from 1 to 4. The only way to have some amount of control is to go from 1 to 4. So if you brick number 1, you have to start again and hope you get lucky, because you can't select 2 and 3 and have these be orange without selecting number 1. That's where the problem comes in, right? You at every stage have a chance to have to start again. You're going to have to do a lot of them. So for example, this one, I have accuracy here. This was initially max rank attack speed, but I did actually hit these 2 mods that I wanted using this method. I hit the explicit elemental damage and the percent strength and dex. So there is a world where this was cold damage, attack speed, elemental damage, and then percent strength and dex, but it bricked the attack speed to accuracy. But to go back and change this, I would have to risk losing these 2 modifiers. This one's kind of safe because I can still select this because it comes before the accuracy, but these 2 would be at risk. But it seems to be how it is meant to be done, at least as far as I can tell so far. Sorry, this was a bit rambly. I wanted to get it out quickly because I have to go to the shop, but I hope this helps. I'm sorry that it's quite convoluted and I don't really know how to get it into the video in a nice, digestible way. If you understood this, then go out there, make some cool trees. If you didn't, maybe stop by the stream. You can ask me some questions if you like. I'm going to be live probably at the time you see this video. I hope this helps. See you next time. So an example you can actually see here in the background is a claw I made last night. I don't actually show the tree. I was recording the footage and for whatever reason I didn't show the tree. But this tree is me combining a lightning damage, attack speed, and percent dex and int tree. You can see it afterwards. I'm sorry I didn't show what was before. I was pretty tired. And I hit. So this was me adding on the dex and the int. Previous to this, I had the lightning damage and the attack speed, which is on the top 2 there. And I added on that dex and int node, as you can see. So then we went to the next combine. We'd gone through, we'd leveled everything up as we needed to try and save those mods. And we forged another claw into that one. And here's what we got this time. We actually didn't get anything we wanted here. We actually downgraded the lightning damage. It's no longer the max rank, as you can see. It's kind of like got an orange circle around it. So we maintained having the lightning damage, the attack speed, and the dex and int, which is great. You can see here we've gone through, we've leveled it up. I actually showed it this time because I'm nice like that. And what we were trying to get was this fork mod. So we go through, we put that on, and you'll see what happens here. The fork mod was in position 4, 2 down. And what do we get this time? There it is. Position 4, 2 down is the forking mod now. There was, however, a brick here. On the position number 2, we got the reduced attack speed. We replaced that attack speed. As I say, it's not guaranteed.